Hello, Radiant Leo. Welcome back to your cosmic guidance for July 17th, 2025. I'm Luna Celestine, and today we step into a moment of quiet reckoning, a space where your inner world calls for truth, release, and renewal. Today's energy places you at an emotional crossroads, and it's not one you can avoid or bypass. Something inside you is surfacing. Perhaps a loneliness you've carried in silence, or the aching pull of a connection that once felt like everything but now feels distant, uncertain, or incomplete. These feelings are not here to torment you. They invite you to stop running, to pause, and ask yourself where your heart still clings to something that no longer feeds your spirit. Whether it's the memory of someone who once saw you deeply, or the echo of a love that no longer fits who you're becoming. It's time to come home to yourself. The focus now is not on chasing clarity from others, but on reclaiming the parts of you that were lost in the pursuit of love, validation, or security. This is a sacred turning point, an invitation to return to your own center. You are being asked to soften, to listen, and to gently call your power back from all the places you gave it away. The wounds may still be fresh, the silence may still sting, but beneath it all, there is something profound awakening within you, the strength to heal, to let go, and to welcome something more aligned, something more true. This moment isn't about forcing answers or clinging to what was. It's about standing still long enough to feel the shift. A new chapter is calling, Leo. One where you don't have to earn love by shrinking, waiting, or proving. One where love begins with you. Let's walk through this energy together and explore what the stars and the cards are revealing for your path ahead. The past, no matter how loud it echoes, no longer holds dominion over the life you are building. Leo, there comes a point in every soul's journey where you must choose to stop bleeding for a story that no longer deserves your sacrifice. You've carried the weight of disappointment with dignity, but now you are being asked to release it. Not because it didn't matter, but because you matter more. The hurt that once defined you is now transforming into wisdom, and whether you realize it yet or not, every scar you've earned is making you more magnetic, not less. There's something undeniably powerful about the way you rise after being broken. That power is not loud or boastful. It's quiet, resilient, and unmistakably yours. You are not who you were a year ago or even a month ago. You are becoming someone fuller, wiser, more whole, not in spite of the cracks, but because of them. The fire inside you is no longer just reactive. It is intentional, shaped by pain but no longer ruled by it. And that is the turning point, when your past becomes part of your strength, not a chain that binds you to your former self. The more you accept who you've been, the more you open the door to who you're meant to be. Right now, your intuition is speaking louder than logic ever could. Pay close attention to what feels off, what lights you up, and where your energy naturally flows. These are not random impressions. They are sacred messages from your higher self, guiding you toward alignment. The synchronicities, the gut instincts, the quiet nudges, they all have something to say. Trust them. You are far more connected to the universe than you give yourself credit for. And in this season of your life, what you feel matters more than what you're told. Your inner knowing is the compass. Let it lead you. As we move through the energy of July 17th, the stars begin to draw your attention to a powerful convergence unfolding in your financial and material world. Leo, with the sun, your ruling planet, traveling through a supportive angle to expansive Jupiter, the cosmos is activating themes of prosperity, recognition, and long-term rewards. This isn't simply about luck. It's about divine timing meeting consistent effort. You've been building toward this moment quietly, perhaps even doubting at times whether it would arrive. But now, the energy shifts, and the universe begins to respond. Jupiter's influence opens doors that were once sealed, offering financial opportunities that may appear sudden but are, in truth, the result of energetic alignment. You may be stepping into a new project, negotiating a meaningful contract, or even witnessing returns from an investment or long-held ambition. Uranus, stirring the skies from a position that touches your house of career and income, brings a dose of unpredictability. Expect the unexpected, especially in matters of money. This could manifest as an invitation, a new stream of income, or an encounter that shifts your professional trajectory. But amidst this blooming field of potential, Saturn offers his quiet wisdom. Remain grounded. You are entering a period of material expansion, yes, but Saturn reminds you to honor structure and clarity. This is not the time to be impulsive with your resources, no matter how exciting the opportunity may appear. The financial gains headed your way are meant to support your long-term stability, not just provide short-term gratification. Today's astrological landscape invites you to step into the role of conscious creator. Channel the boldness of Mars, which currently supports assertive decisions, but do so with the grace of Venus, who gently reminds you that true abundance is also measured in peace, time, and values. If you listen closely, you'll notice that what's being offered to you now is not just wealth, it's validation that you are ready to rise, to lead, and to receive without fear. Your lucky numbers: 9, 21, 33, 45, 57, and 69. Resonate with planetary sequences that mark completion, growth, and breakthrough. Use them as symbols of alignment rather than superstition, as gentle signs that you are, in fact, exactly where you need to be. Trust the unfolding. Let the stars guide you, but never forget, it is your belief in your own worth that activates their power. In your professional realm, Leo, the momentum continues to build, and this time the focus shifts to what you are ready to initiate. July 17th brings with it a surge of solar fire that stirs your natural charisma, creativity, and vision for leadership. The cosmic climate surrounding you now encourages bold beginnings, and it is not interested in perfection. It's interested in movement. Whether you're launching a project, stepping into a new role, or simply daring to express yourself in ways you've long withheld, the stars are aligning to spotlight your originality and influence. You're not meant to blend in right now. You're meant to command attention, not with force, but with authenticity. Mercury, active in your sign or nearing your solar house of self-pression, amplifies your voice and mental clarity. This is an excellent day to pitch an idea, refine a strategy, or initiate conversations that previously felt intimidating. Your words carry weight. People listen when you speak, not just because of what you say, but because they can sense that you believe in it. There is a quiet but unmistakable authority radiating from you today, one that doesn't need validation to feel real. You are, in every sense, being seen as a trusted leader, someone who not only carries vision but also steadiness. This recognition may not come with applause just yet, but it is taking root in the hearts of those around you. Meanwhile, Pluto continues its slow transformation of your relationship to responsibility and purpose, and this deeper shift may already be showing signs of external reward. If you've felt like you've been building something behind the scenes, working late, doubting, sacrificing, know that the payoff is drawing closer. This is a time to prepare not for more struggle, but for celebration. Success is on the horizon, and it will not be the accidental kind. It will be the kind you earned through sleepless nights, courageous choices, and the refusal to give up when it would have been easier to stay silent or small. So today, show up boldly. Say yes to the ideas that scare you just enough to remind you you're alive. Let your work be a mirror of your soul, not a product of your fear. The universe is clearing a path, not for ease, but for impact. Walk it with pride. In matters of the heart, Leo, July 17th opens a tender yet transformative portal, one that speaks not just to romance, but to your deeper capacity for connection, healing, and emotional renewal. The sky today holds space for you to begin again, not by erasing the past, but by finally understanding it through the lens of growth rather than regret. Whether you're single, entangled, or recovering from the ache of a love that once meant everything, the cosmos is whispering one clear message. It's safe to feel again. This is a day for honest reflection, not forced resolution. If someone from your past still lingers in your thoughts, know that emotional closure is not always about getting answers. It's about allowing your heart to soften, to stay open without expectation. Astrology today suggests the presence of lingering energy between you and someone who once mattered deeply. There may still be a spiritual thread connecting you, a quiet echo of something unresolved, but instead of chasing what was, you are being invited to stand in the now and ask yourself how you truly feel, not out of nostalgia, but out of clarity. The universe encourages patience here, not passivity. There is no need to rush closure or rebirth. What's meant for you will not miss you, and what is ready to heal will rise in its own time. For many Leos, this is also a time of new emotional chemistry. Venus, if transiting a harmonious position to your sign, brings the potential for a fresh connection, one that doesn't trigger your survival instincts, but instead speaks to your soul's desire to be understood without having to perform. This new energy may come gently, wrapped in shared values, mirrored wounds, or the unspoken comfort of simply being seen. Don't be surprised if someone crosses your path who feels strangely familiar, like a recognition rather than an introduction. This is not about rushing into the next chapter, but about learning how to love again from a place of wholeness. Above all, love is asking you to trust your emotional instincts. Your heart is wiser than you think, and even when it's been bruised, it still knows how to lead you home. Let love find you, not because you need it to complete you, but because you are finally ready to receive it as an extension of your healing, not a distraction from your wounds. As your heart begins to soften and your sense of direction becomes clearer, your body quietly asks for the same tenderness you've been extending to your emotions. On July 17th, the planetary influences suggest a subtle yet meaningful shift in your physical well-being, one that requires your presence, not just your productivity. You may have been pushing through fatigue, suppressing discomfort, or ignoring the signs that your system has been running on reserve. But now, your body speaks louder, asking not for discipline, but for rest. This is not weakness, it is wisdom. Even a lion knows when to lie low and let the sun do the healing. Particular attention is drawn to the spine, back, and overall posture, places where stress often lodges quietly until it becomes loud. If you've been carrying emotional burdens, chances are they've found their way into your physical form, showing up as tension, tightness, or strain. This is a moment to consciously release, to create movements of stillness, and to invite movement that restores rather than depletes. A gentle stretch, a walk without urgency, or even just a long breath held with intention can bring more healing than you realize. Astrologically, the influence of Saturn may be reminding you to rebuild your foundations from the inside out. That includes your daily habits, your sleeping rhythms, and the relationship you hold with your own energy. This is a time for recalibration, not overhaul. You don't need a radical cleanse or a punishing routine. What you need is balance, simple, sustainable, and kind. The energy today supports recovery from recent stress, but only if you allow it. If you are being encouraged to stop overextending, to stop pretending you're invincible, and instead give your nervous system the space to return to harmony. In the larger arc of your healing, today's rest is not a pause in your progress. It is part of the path. Strength doesn't always come from pushing forward. Sometimes it comes from knowing when to stop, breathe, and listen to what your body has been trying to say all along. In honoring its quiet requests, you make room for a deeper vitality to rise within the quieter corners of your life, where love is less about fireworks and more about presence. Your relationships with family and close friends begin to glow with renewed warmth. July 17th carries a gentle yet profound message from the stars. Connection heals, and today you may feel the presence of that truth in the people who surround you, whether through a spontaneous visit, a heartfelt conversation, or an unexpected gesture of care. You are reminded that you are not navigating this life alone. Bonds that may have felt strained or distant could soften now, allowing room for reconnection, forgiveness, or simply shared peace without needing to explain anything. Astrologically, this is a day where Saturn and Uranus may be influencing your fourth house of roots and emotional security, bringing both reflection and change into your family dynamic. Perhaps you're noticing a generational pattern that you're ready to release, or you're finally being seen by someone who has never quite understood you before. Whatever form it takes, the energy today supports emotional stability and breakthrough. You are also stepping into a role that extends beyond the practical. You are becoming a quiet guide, a steady presence, even a spiritual anchor for those around you. Whether or not they say it aloud, your wisdom is being felt. This influence extends beyond blood ties. Soul family, those rare friends who feel like home, may also show up powerfully in your orbit now. Their presence is not random. It is part of the support system the universe is activating around you. Trust the timing of those who reach out. Sometimes healing enters not through dramatic moments, but through the quiet knowing that someone truly sees you, even in your stillness. In the realm of energetic compatibility, today highlights connections with Pisces, Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. These signs may mirror back to you what you most need: grounding, inspiration, harmony, or emotional depth. Pay attention to who brings out your gentler nature, who challenges you to grow, and who simply feels aligned without needing explanation. These are not just passing interactions, they may be keys to the next phase of your journey. Your lucky color today is golden yellow, a radiant hue that reflects your inner glow, your courage to show up fully, and your readiness to walk into the unknown with heart wide open. Let this color remind you of the strength that lies in joy and the power of simply being yourself. And as you move through the rest of your day, carry this truth with you. Step boldly into the new, and trust that every leap of faith brings you closer to the highest, most luminous version of who you are becoming. The stars may guide you, but it is your own brave heart that carries you forward. And so, Leo, as the stars write today's story across the sky, know that you are walking through a moment of quiet transformation, one that touches your heart, your future, and the foundation beneath your feet. You are not who you were yesterday, and you are not meant to be. Life is shifting in your favor, not through force, but through alignment. Let the past rest. Let your intuition lead, and allow the universe to meet you halfway. Whether it's in love, in purpose, in prosperity, or in the soft strength of rest, you are being guided, and you are being prepared for more than you've imagined. Trust the timing, trust your path, and above all, trust the power that has always lived inside you. Thank you for spending this sacred moment with me. If today's message resonated with your spirit, I invite you to like, subscribe, and share your reflections in the comments below. I read them, I feel them, and I honor this journey we walk together. Until next time, Leo, keep your heart open, your fire steady, and your eyes on the light just ahead. Your destiny is not behind you, it's unfolding now.